Hello there, people of the ether. This is Anderson. I am probably somebody you don't know, but that's fine. I grown up most of my life with an automotive passion. My father gave me a Jeep when I was a little kid and worked on it together and drove it. In high school, I had several different kinds of Jeeps. Um, I've had sports cars. I've had lots of Toyotas. I've had Land Cruisers and Hiluxes, and I'm just a person who really likes anything with four wheels and gears and gas or diesel. Doesn't matter. Really enjoy that stuff. But today is really much more about what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to go pick up a 1981 Jeep CJ7. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've just been given a couple photos and just a little bit of information. So I'm looking forward to it. I haven't had a project Jeep in quite some time. Last time I had a project Jeep was back in the 90s. And then I dove headfirst into Toyotas, and I've had a few different FJ40s and different Toyota trucks and Toyota sports cars and all kinds of stuff, BMW, whatever. Anyways, I haven't really had a Jeep project in a long time, and I'm really looking forward to this. I cut my teeth automotive-wise on a 48 CJ2A. I'd really love to have another flat fender again. That would be just wonderful. But, maybe that's later on down the line. I do currently own a Jeep Gladiator. It is a diesel. And I love this truck. This is actually my second Gladiator. The first one, the gas engine decided to eat itself at about 22,000 miles. It was a camshaft problem. It appears that a lot of those Pentastars seem to have that failure in that area, the cam or the cradle for the cam bearings, whatever, lifters. They're having problems with that engine. But anyways, my diesel has been excellent, other than the high pressure fuel pump. But all the high pressure fuel pumps in these small diesels in the US are having problems. That's probably related to the fuel that we use and that kind of thing. So, but regardless, tomorrow is all about a 1981 Jeep CJ7. So let's find out what that ends up being like. I'll try and bring you along. So trailer's loaded, and we'll be leaving early tomorrow morning, and we'll see what this thing looks like. Kind of excited. All right, here we are. This is a 1981 CJ7, rescued out of somebody's backyard. Been sitting there for 20 years. I'm looking forward to digging into this. A little bit of rust here and there, a little bit of body damage. Nothing too bad, actually. It's always right here in the quarters, but that stuff's pretty easily repairable. This looks like this had an auxiliary fuel tank. If you can see, there's cut for the fuel lines, fuel filler, and I believe it was that Confer tank from the 80s that was fit right behind that rear seat. Seat's pretty rough, but you know, that's actually pretty easy to take care of. And a lot of this stuff here, that'll wash off. I'm gonna pressure wash all that. So yeah, frame's actually straight. I measured, everything looked good. This is gonna be a lot of fun, but you can see it's been sitting for a few years. Yeah. But here we go. Gotta get it off the trailer, into the driveway, get the pressure washer fired up, and probably a green Scotch-Brite or something like that to try and take off that stuff. This is actually the worst of it right here. This is very obviously, there's some Bondo in here that's all peeling up, but yeah, it's got that silly aftermarket partial kit, carpet kit, that all that stuff's going in the trash though. So yeah, the windshield frame's pretty, it's just all that surface rust, but again, it's, you know, this here, this is all normal stuff. So yeah, nothing, a little bit of time and effort won't take care of. So this is just like the first pressure wash. It took off most of the sap and everything all off the hood. So this Bondo delamination, that'll be a fun repair, but the upside is that it's not into the stamped Jeep there. I got most of the dirt and grime and everything out. The seat's gonna get replaced. I did not touch the roll bar with the pressure washer. I totally forgot about it. So you can kind of see some scuzz still on it, but all the hinges work on the tailgate and all that stuff. Yeah, next thing is probably give it a real wash, with a wash mitt and foam cannon and all that kind of stuff. But you know, floorboards just look like they're surface rust, that kind of stuff. Just most of the damage done here is just from being sat out in the sun, and yeah, so looks way better. Really dig the color. I really like the patina, and I'm excited, but I'm also exhausted. It's been a day, so I gotta get the trailer packed up and ready, and I'm gonna take that back here real shortly to Chris's place. But yeah, step one, it's in the driveway. I'm gonna get it into the garage here real soon. Just waiting for my neighbor to come over to help me push it in.